Hello dear students, this is Krishna Chaitanya Nagaraju, Assistant Professor in the Department of CSC, GRIT, your course instructor for the course of Artificial Intelligence. Before we go into the topic today, let me make a small correction. All these videos we were speaking it as open elective. In fact, it is a professional elective for the students. Now, the unit 2 is what we were discussing, knowledge and reasoning. The topic for today's video is propositional logic. So today, let us see the learning outcomes expected. Comprehend propositional logic syntax, write PL statements and compound statements in propositional logic, and learn about tautology and contradictions, etc. terms related with propositional logic, and practice interpretation using propositional logic. So these are the learning outcomes expected from this session. Now, propositional logic is also known as sentential logic and statement logic. We will have statements. We can combine the statements to find complex sentences. So it is the branch of logic that studies ways of joining and or modifying entire propositions, statements or sentences to form more complicated propositions, statements or sentences. So we should remember once again that logic has got different types of representations: propositional, first order, modal, okay, temporal. We are here with propositional logic. It as well has study of the logical relationships and properties that are derived from these methods of combining or altering the statements. So we can consider Aristotle as the father for this branch of logic. He was the first to work on logic, but his work was dealing with categories and quantifiers such as all and some. In fact, propositional logic does not make use of these things, all and some. So these are not considered in prepositional logic, whereas we will consider single literals. We will see. But two principles given by the Aristotle holds good here. Law of excluded middle, which stands for every statement is either true or false, and as well every no statement is of both true and false. That's called as law of contradiction. It's very fact that a statement can be either true or false, but it cannot be both. We are all familiar with De Morgan's law and Boolean theorems. In fact, these two people have given a lot of contribution to the field of logic. Major improvement in the field of propositional logic happened with the advent of symbolic logic by works of Augustus De Morgan and George Boole. Boole considered 1 in case of universal class and 0 in case of empty class. As well, he has shown intersection of classes as, for example, xy, and union of classes as x plus y. So the statements of logic could be treated in a quasi-mathematical fashion as equations. With his concepts, it was possible to represent statements of logic in quasi-mathematical fashion as equations, which was very important advent. So no A is B can be written as AB equals to 0. There is no intersection. That's what shown here. In the same way, in 19th century, it was Gottlob Frege who was the first to systematically argue that all the truth functional connectivities could be defined in terms of negation and the material conditional. So this further reading can be done at the reference site that I have given. The information has been picked up from there. In the propositional logic, our focus is on declarative sentences that can be evaluated to be either true or false. Now, any such declarative sentence is called a proposition. So now we came to know what is a proposition. In other words, a proposition is a declarative sentence that is either true or false. Example: night is dark, sugar is hydrocarbon. By reading a sentence and basing your conclusion directly from the facts mentioned in the sentence only, one can conclude the truth or falsity of the statement. So what is truth value? True or false assigned to a preposition. Now that would be in a particular word, we will see. So propositional logic, a simple language useful for showing key ideas and definitions. user defines a set of prepositional symbols like P and Q. So they can be now used instead of sentences. For example, like it is hot can be represented by P, it is humid can be represented by Q, it is raining can be represented by R. So that meaning is a semantics of each symbol. Now, how can I write prepositional logic sentences? For example, if it is hot and humid, then it is raining. If it is hot and humid, so there is a conjunction. P conjunction Q implies R. If it is hot and humid, then it is raining. Likewise, we can write. In the same way, if it is humid, then it is hot. Q implies P. It is humid. Simple, one single literal we are using here. It is humid. Now, instead of PQR, we can also make use of HO for hot, HU for humid, R for raining. So, this is for our better understanding. Atomic preposition, single preposition symbol. That means like Q, R we have seen, right? Uppercase letters are used. Each symbol is a preposition. Compound preposition, that means we are combining. P implies Q. Likewise, constructed from atomic prepositions using parentheses and logical connectivities. Suppose W13 is a preposition. That means we are here referring to the Wumpus world. In the cells 1, 3, if Wumpus is there, then it is true. It is true if there is a Wumpus in 1, 3. In the same way, if there is a stench in 1, 2, then there is a Wumpus in 1, 3. Now this is a combination. Compound preposition is also a preposition. How are you or hello are not prepositions. Please, you need to remember this point. In general, statements that are questions, commands or opinions are not prepositions. Now, let us try to understand certain terminology. A few we have already come across. Semantics determines the interpretation, and truth value is evaluation of the symbols in the sentence, and model is possible world, and this is important. A valid sentence or tautology is a sentence that is true under all interpretations, no matter what the world is actually like or what the semantics is. So irrespective of meaning or the world, if it is true in all the possible worlds, then that is called as tautology. For example, consider it is raining or it's not raining. Now both the things cannot happen. Take any case, on any day either it rains or it won't rain. So this is true in all the cases. So we call this as tautology. In the same way, it may be a contradiction. That means it fails in all the cases. If I say, like for example, it's raining and it's not raining. Now this cannot happen. Either it rains or it won't rain. Both cannot happen at a time. A student pass and a student fail is not possible. It is a contradiction. That we call it as contradiction. Either student passes or he fails. P entails Q. This we have already discussed, entailment. So complex sentences are constructed for simple sentences using logical connectivities like and, or sort of things. There are 5 connectivities in common use. So what are they? This is negation, not. Okay. A literal is either an atomic sentence, which is a positive literal, or it can have a negation called as a negative literal. And then we have other things, and is actually represented like this, not a. This is the symbol for and. So a sentence whose connectivity is and, right? And this is or. A sentence having or. And implies. A sentence such as W13 and P31 implies negation of W22. What does it mean? If a Wumpus in 13 and pit in 31 implies Wumpus is not in 22, because here we are taking Wumpus is already in 12, not in 22. This is implication. A premise or antecedent. This part is called premise or antecedent, and this part is called consequent or conclusion. This is for if then rules. Okay. And then this is biconditional. If and only if this happens, this can happen. If and only if this happens, this can happen. So a sentence, also called a formula or well-formed formula, is defined as a symbol. I can have a symbol or a combination. If S is a sentence, then negation S is also a sentence, where S is this negation, we call it as not logical operator. If S and T are sentences, then we can also form sentences with combining them like this: S and S, or S implies S by implies T are the sentences where the four logical connectivities correspond to or, and, implies, if and only if respectively. And we can also have combination of the above three rules. So a finite number of applications of 1, 3 will give us a well formed formula. So this is Becker's normal form grammar of sentences in prepositional logic. A sentence can have atomic sentence or complex sentence, which can be like atomic sentence can be true, false, or a simple symbol in the sense PQR. Complex sentence can be negation, combination of other logical operators. So the syntax of prepositional logic, here we are coming across of the basic ideas. Symbols taking example of P1 and P2 etc. are sentences, then I can write like this: if S is a sentence, negation S is a sentence, that is negation. If S1 and S2 are sentences, here we are taking example of S1 and S2. S1, this is called conjunction. S1 and S1 conjunction S2 is also a sentence. S1 S2 are sentences, then S1 or, this is disjunction here, S1 disjunction S2 is a sentence, S1 implication S2 is a sentence, S1 by implication S2 is a sentence, that is biconditional. Now prepositional logic semantics. Take the example: each model specifies true false for each prepositional logic. The example we are considering is of the Wumpus world. P12, there was no pit in P12, so it is false. P22, there was a pit in P22, so it is true. P31, there was no pit in 31, so it is false. Likewise, we can give the truth value. Where these symbols, 8 possible models can be enumerated automatically. Okay. Rules for evaluating truth with respect to a model M can be considered like: if true, this is true if S is false. Negation of S is true if S is false. Likewise, we can have these rules. S1 implies S2 is true if S1 is false or S2 is true. Either F is true if S1 is false. If S1 is false or S2 is true, then S1 implies S2 can be considered. Likewise, we can develop the truth table also. So the recursive process evaluates an arbitrary sentence of this length simply to true. The same thing, no pit in 1, 2 and pit in 2, 2 or pit in 3, 1. So no pit in 1, 2. Pit in 1, 2 is false. So no pit in 1, 2 is negation is true, and true or false. So this implies to true. Likewise, I can give the value, truth value. So we can form the truth tables. We will see the remaining things in the next session.